Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back here with another YouTube video, and in today's video we're going to be let's talk about the Morbius trailer that just recently dropped. So yeah, actually earlier on today as I'm recording this video, the Morbius trailer actually, Morbius, sorry, I sometimes get mixed up between Morbius and Mobius, which is another character in Marvel. Uh, yeah, so he recently got, I don't know if this is classified as a second trailer or his first like full trailer. Uh, yeah, I'm not too sure if the other one was a teaser trailer or whatever. So yeah, that's one thing. That's something I kind of dislike about the whole teaser trailer and trailer thing, is I don't know why there's a teaser trailer, not just like a regular trailer. Uh, that's just my opinion on that. But I mean, my quick opinion. But yeah. And yeah, this video is gonna be coming out. I'm actually trying to put it out actually the day the Morbius trailer dropped, or maybe the tomorrow or the day after, maybe perhaps. I'm not too sure. It all depends on what time I finish editing and stuff like that. Because of course I don't want to drop it too late, but at the same time I want to drop it today when this comes out. So yeah. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let's get into it. So yeah, Morbius is definitely a movie that's kind of flying under the radar. I mean, it comes out in literally a few months. It comes out. It's supposed to be coming out January 2022, and I don't think it's really showing signs of being delayed. So I'm fully well probably expecting to see this come out. And I can't even lie, I don't know what to say. I mean, this movie is just flying completely under the radar. Barely anybody cares. I can't even be on. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Even I kind of don't care. Honestly, I mean, I could care less if it gets delayed again. I honestly don't care. Morbius is definitely an interesting comic book character, and I think he's pretty cool. It's just the thing is, like, who asked for this? I mean, yeah, that's another thing. I mean, usually, again, I don't like to think like this, but I mean, like, this is just completely flying under the radar. I personally just don't care. I mean, I feel like we should have gotten some more other Spider-Man characters before we got Morbius, but I mean, honestly, it's whatever. I have some theories about this movie that I'm thinking of in my mind, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, like I just said, it's supposed to be coming out like January 2022, so very soon. It is November, coming out in like the next few months. Uh, yeah, and like I just said before, the last time we got like a trailer or anything was actually, I think, like around the starting of 2020. So it was a while ago. It's been a while since we got anything from this. And I remember one day I was going on my computer and I was like, let's check the YouTube trending page. All I see, Morbius teaser trailer. And I was like, what the hell? Morbius is getting a movie? And that's a pretty funny story. And then I watched it and I was like, eh. I barely even spoke about it on this channel, honestly. I even think it was just before I made this channel, so it wasn't too much yet. Anyways, so yeah, let's go dive into this trailer. So from the get-go, we see a few different things. There's one thing that's really questioning all Spider-Man type fans is what universe does this take place in? Because that's a good question. Now there's many hints to us believing in maybe perhaps it's in the Amazing Spider-Man universe, perhaps in the MCU, perhaps in the Rami universe, and perhaps even in the Venom verse or whatever you want to call it. Uh, Me myself, I think I'm kind of leaning towards believing perhaps this is like maybe a multiverse type movie. Like Morbius is one of those characters, especially if you read his comics and stuff like that. He's very intelligent. He's very with the supernatural. He's very with all that stuff, and he could perhaps maybe be jumping multiverses or something like that, which could be possible. Seeing as though we have No Way Home coming out just around the corner, I have no clue where this takes place. If this takes place after or before, that's just one thing. Again, I don't even remember when this was actually supposed to come out. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to come out back in like October of this year. So I'm pretty sure it was technically supposed to come out before No Way Home. So that's important to note as well, which I'm curious on that as well. Uh, so like there's a bunch of Spider-Man Easter eggs. Like we saw that like a headline on the Daily Bugle, for example, it said like Black Cat, friend or foe, and there's like Rhino Rampage or something like that. As well as we saw Michael Keaton's Vulture or Adrian Toomes or whatever you want to call him. He's back in this, which is genuinely making me very curious on again what universe this takes place in. What is his involvement in this too as well? I'm kind of curious because then again, like, isn't Vulture kind of like, I'm not gonna say he's a good guy, but of course, I mean, like, isn't he a better guy, kind of, at the sense? Like, in this trailer, you can get real jerk vibes from him. So I'm really curious to see what happens with that. Uh, that's just what I'm curious of. Another thing, too, is like, what is the story around this? Like, what is this supposed to be showcasing? Like, what is the greater, like, goal of this movie? I'm genuinely curious with this movie because honestly, just from the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna probably tell his origin and do a whole bunch of chaos. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it doesn't look like I really. That's one of my things I don't want with this movie. Is Morbius has always been a villain. I mean, sometimes he could be like anti-hero. They even say in the trailer he's like a thin line between hero and villain. Because like again, doesn't really have control over himself half the times when he's in vampire form at the same time. But then again, like when he's like a regular doctor and stuff like that, he like of course tries to help people and stuff like that. So that's one thing. You could even see vibes in the trailer, for example, like you saw when he was in regular doctor form, Michael Morbius. He was like, I try to help people and stuff like that, and then he's like, I don't have any control of myself. So that's one thing. And then we also even saw from the trailer and stuff like that, he's literally killing people. It looks to be, and that just kind of gruesome and stuff like that. So that's one thing. Again, I don't even know if this is. I don't know what rating this is too. I'm curious to see if this maybe is R. I don't think it'll be an R rating, but I most likely PG-13. But then there's that. Uh, yeah. Then now for the next like kind of burning question is what do I think about Jared Leto being Morbius? And I gotta say, everybody deserves their second chance. I mean, like I'll give everybody a second chance in terms of portraying like comic book roles. And I mean, Jared Leto, I can't even lie, he's a good actor and everything. With Joker and stuff like that, I feel like it was more so among the fault of like the writers and stuff. It wasn't really his fault. He was kind of bad in in that Suicide Squad movie. But I mean, he seemed like he could have been an interesting Joker in the Snyder Cut, though he was alright in that. But I mean, Jared Leto, I definitely think he can have some range and play this. I mean, he seems like he's a really good actor. From what I've seen, other stuff I've seen from him, he does play good roles and stuff like that. But I'm very genuinely just curious to see what goes on with Morbius. Like maybe it could be something like Tom Hardy, where this is a role he is kind of born for and stuff like that. He was born for, or something like that, which could be really cool as well. Another thing too, I just want to genuinely say too, I really hope the CGI isn't so trash. Now I'm not gonna bash CGI already. I haven't seen the movie or anything like that, but I mean, from the trailer, the CGI kind of looks a little crappy. I can't even lie. Like when he's turning into vampire form, it kind of looks a little crappy. But of course, it's just a trailer, so it's not the movie yet. So I'm gonna hold off on my opinions on that. But from the looks of it, it kind of looks crappy. But I mean, what can you expect? Tyrese Gibson's also in this movie too, which is pretty cool. I'm interested to see what he plays. I think he plays like some sort of cop or something, or FBI agent or something like that. So I'm genuinely curious to see who he plays and stuff like that. I was just genuinely curious about that. Uh, yeah, but I mean, I'm genuinely curious to see what goes on with this Morbius movie. Of course, maybe this is the start of something new with the Sony universe of Spider-Man characters. Like maybe perhaps we're gonna see a lot more Sony villains, or I mean not Sony villains, Spider-Man villains. Get more movies after this because this is completely something else different. This is completely something different in the sense that not a lot of people know who Morbius is. So generally gonna be curious to see what the outcome of this is, honestly. Like, will they start making more villain movies? Like, I know they're making Craven the Hunter movie. They of course made the Venom movies, but Venom movies are a bit different, where he is like an anti-hero kind of, and also he's more well known. Whereas like characters like, of course, Craven the Hunter and everything are not anti-heroes. So it's gonna be genuinely curious to see like what's gonna go on. I mean, they can't make everyone anti-heroes or something like that. So yeah, I'm genuinely curious to see what goes on. But anyways, that's pretty much it though. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.